Konnichiwa, bitches. Everyone in Japan here at Airbnb that we got before our first series of the year. We're in Japan playing Arizona. It's like last year we were in Korea. We're in Arizona throughout the year, and I just want to say thank you for your patience. Year one was kind of the test year. Year two did not go much better, but I think year three is really going to show us something. I think we got some good veterans. I think we got some good pickups, some assets. Obviously, our first two drafts, I think we knocked out of the park, and we have a good pick again for year number 3. So, coming soon.
And opening day is finally upon us. We are going to the great historic country of Japan, and we are in the Hanshin Koshin Stadium in Japan. And again, we are opening up our season overseas for the second straight year. It's Colorado Rockies against the Arizona Diamondbacks here. And look at this backdrop. It's beautiful Tokyo right behind us. We really can't get much better than this. Nolan Jones, as always, is projected to be one of our top performers. 69 and 93 is where they placed us, and we want to break that 70 win total, so that's exactly where we're trying to be. Again, Yanquiel Fernandez looking to lead us in home runs and RBI by the experts, and Nolan Jones leading us in everything else. Steals, WAR, OPS average. To see if those numbers are higher or lower towards the end of the year. I'd love to see it. We have a whole new group. Paul Goldschmidt, Marcus Stroman on the bump, Trent Grisham. We really went out and added some veteran pieces to try to get this winning culture established here in Colorado, and it starts out in Japan. And Stroman last season with the Yankees wasn't great. 6.57 ERA, whip over 1.7. Lost a bunch of games, but started every single one of them. 34 starts for him, 170 innings, a reliable workhorse. And Corbin Carroll, to end the first inning, is going to actually not end the first inning, but keep it going as he singles into center field. And the Diamondbacks have the first runner of the game on first base. Ketel Marte, 2-1 count. He's going to rip into one. That one left middle, and the same exact struggles that haunted Stroman last year continue here. A single keeps the inning alive and then pays the price for leaving that pitch right down Broadway. Ketel Marte, new country, same hitter. Absolute pleasure to watch, except for when he's matching against your team. Christian Walker is going to slowly chop this one, and Stroman, a good fielder of his position, is going to apply the tag with 2 hits, 2 runs, and both coming off of this 2-run blast by Ketel Marte to end the first inning. Rockies turn to bat for the first time in 2024. New free agent addition, Chris Paddock here in 2026. I just said 2024. I wish it was 2024. I wouldn't be having craze. And Nolan Jones is going to rope this one into right field. He will start his season off with a base knock again. Projected to lead us in average and an OPS, and he's doing that so far. Paul Goldschmidt, former Snake, new Rocky, is going to get inside outed this one to the speedy Corbin Carroll in right field, and probably not many right fielders make that catch, just how much that ball just stopped, and he's able to do so. So a hit for the Rockies, and the first inning is done, still trailing. We're now to the top of the third inning, and Teoscar Hernandez getting his first on-screen action, this time fielding a ball as Alek Thomas, the speedy Alek Thomas in the 9-hole, is going to set the table for the top of the order with a double there, going the opposite way on that double. Geraldo Perdomo, an all-star shortstop, is then going to send it into left field again, and the speed of Thomas is going to allow him to come across the score, and the Diamondbacks increase this lead 3-0 now. They're looking to compete again. Haven't really had too much success since their 2023 World Series run, and they're trying to jump over the Rockies early. Josh Naylor, a guy who is coming over from Cleveland, and look at this absolute rifle by Nolan Jones. Gets down and dirty and keeps that ball out of the outfield. And just look at this. Lays out, doesn't quite get it, but able from just the hip fires that one. And we have some StatCast data. 96 miles per hour, flat-footed. Absolute, the best arm in baseball, you could argue. Again, that was without any movement or nothing. Stroman is going to strike out Luis Rengifo here in the top of the 4th inning as nothing comes across from the Diamondbacks in the rest of that 3rd inning. And Stroman's starting to settle in, gets a big swing and a miss over the top of that breaking pitch, and it keeps them off the board here in the 4th. Rockies offense trying to get going. Chris Paddock doing a good job so far keeping them off of the board, and Tovar is starting off his season much better than he did a season ago. Actually had a pretty good season last year, but trying to add on to that, gets the Rockies on the board for the first time in 2026. Drew Romo's going to lay into this one middle, fly ball, and it's going to go to left field, and nothing will come of it. 3-1, Arizona still leads. Ezequiel Tovar gets the scoring started for the Rocks. Bases loaded, 3-2 count. Runners are off. Christian Walker to Nolan Jones, and Nolan Jones again going to rob a base hit of a Diamondback. So Stroman through 5. Had a little bit of a jam that last inning, but got out of it. 7 hits allowed, 3 runs allowed. Colorado, Trent Grisham, 0 for 2 so far, and is going to strike out again. Did not have a great debut with his new team, and Dale Amador is going to go chase that heat. So back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Chris Paddock, and coming over from Minnesota. Trey Jameson, a former Arizona Diamondback, spent all of last season in the minor leagues, and he was our Rule 5 draft pick, and he gets right there. Another strikeout of this time Lourdes Gurriel, and 2 strikeouts. This brings up Nolan Jones, Paul Goldschmidt, and then Yanquiel Fernandez, the middle of our lineup, trying to get something going here in the later innings. Nothing comes of it. New addition Caleb Thielbar, a guy we got from Minnesota in free agency, is going to get the ground ball he needs to keep the Diamondbacks scoreless through the last couple of innings. So their offense, as you've seen the traffic on the base paths, but nothing has come of it so far. Kevin Ginkel in, Dale Amador out to right field, and he will start off the inning with a lead-off double to begin, about the beginning of the 8th inning. 1 out in the inning, setting up a tail for Nolan Jones, and then Goldschmidt and Fernandez to follow. So if Nolan Jones can't do it, one of those guys hopefully can. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Jones moves over Amador, and Goldschmidt, he is going to get his first double in a Rockies uniform. Hit so many for the Arizona Diamondbacks in his tenure, and this time helping out his new NL West team, the Colorado Rockies. Again, had some good years, but the age has been getting to him. He is not the same player he once was. At least that's what everyone's telling him. He is trying to tell everyone that he still has some good baseball left in him. And with an offensive environment like Coors Field, he can add some to some of his numbers. Good pitch. Teoscar Hernandez bat still on the shoulder, and Kevin Ginkel gets out of it. Lets up a run. But Rockies coming back now. Arizona needs some insurance, and that's exactly what they're going to get. Riley Pint in, 100 miles per hour in, 94 miles per hour out, and this one ends up in left field. And this one was crushed by Gabby Moreno, the former Blue Jays top prospect and one of the top prospects in all of baseball. Really showed up in 2023 for the Diamondbacks and has been doing so ever since. Matt Moore now in as Pint unable to get out of the jam. Some defensive substitutions and moving around pieces lets Nolan Jones play some first base, and he is playing the corner fantastic. Watch this, ranging to his left, which he isn't he's done that a couple times today. Tovar, you know how good he is as a fielder, just gets the runner. So 2 on, and then Matt Moore front doors Josh Naylor. As we head into the 9th inning, And the Diamondbacks got an insurance run. We'll see how much that mattered here in the ninth inning. Ezequiel Tovar's second pitch of the inning is going to go the opposite way and get that run right back. Ezequiel Tovar showing off the pop here in Japan, as that run, the home run that Moreno hit in the top of the inning, or the bottom of the, or actually the top of this inning, yes, it proves to be monumental. There's a 2 outs, Trent Grisham's in, and Trent Grisham will strike out. So that Moreno home run saved the game. If not for that, we'd be going to extra innings right now. But Arizona starts their season off with a W. Colorado, like in so many other seasons, starts off with the L. But a pretty good game, all things considered. Stroman was lit up a little bit early, but settled in, but could never quite take the leads. The Rockies hit a home run late, but so did the Diamondbacks, and keep them from achieving their dreams. Ketel Marte got things started off in the second. And let's check out the box score. Perdomo had 2 hits, and Alec Thomas from that 9 spot, 3 for 4 with a thorn in our side, 2 doubles from him. Paddock pitched very well. 2 hits for Ezequiel Tovar, and he was really the star of the show. Goldschmidt had a double, Amador had a double late, Stroman okay, and the bullpen was pretty good. Back in the good U.S. of A. as we take on the Los Angeles Dodgers to open up our homestand for the first time in 2026. I'm extremely excited. Hope you are extremely excited. Trying to bounce back from a loss in Japan to the Diamondbacks and start here on our home soil. Get off on the right foot as we come back to America about a week later. Take on the Dodgers, a very good Dodgers team. We have the defending champion Dodgers, as we are about to take on Shohei Ohtani. Before we get there, Chris Bubich, a guy last year for us, was okay. He was decent. 170 plus innings, an ERA around 4.5. That's what we'll ask for our number 4, number 5 guy. Nolan Jones, nifty defensively, as we've seen already in this episode. He's going to catch that line drive by Freddie Freeman and toss over to second base and retire the side. 1 hit, but so far, nothing from the Dodgers offense. Here's Shohei in this first year on the mound for the Dodgers. Wasn't too great. Definitely not what we're used to seeing from Ohtani. And Amador takes that fastball and puts it right on top of that wall. He's going to get a double. 2 doubles already for Amador in the early going of the season. He's a guy that we are looking as a breakout. 3 doubles actually for him. Hit 1 in the second game against Arizona as well. Shaved his locks. He's going full shaved head, and he's on a mission trying to just change something up. Nolan Jones is now on. 222 average against Shohei Ohtani. 11 pitches in, and he's going to absolutely whiff on that fastball. Super behind it. And this is really going to mess up the rest of his at-bat. Here's a slider that hits him, but he swung. That's embarrassing. So now really underwater right now. Fastball by him, the slurve hit him, and the second straight time a slurve hit him in the shin, he swung. It might be the most embarrassing strikeout you'll see. This one's a little more tasteful strikeout as James Outman swings over the top of that changeup, I believe, and Chris Bubich threw 2. And he's going to get Corey Julks to strike out on a changeup, so that changeup working for him. His second strikeout of the day. And here's how they pitched him all outside. Circle change, then went in with the fastball, tried to go inside with the 12-6, and then went right back out there with the fastball. And then that circle change just froze. Dalton Rushing, former Louisville product, swings over the top of that fastball, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Bubich, a strikeout guy hailed in Kansas City, and he is showing that here his second season in the Colorado pinstripes, right over the top of that one. And Chris Taylor 1-2 count, and he will strike out the side. Didn't even offer at that fastball as he's been working that changeup fastball so well that those fastballs just look like those changeups and they stay in the zone. So 3 strikeouts for Bubic. 1, 2, 3, uno, dos, tres, un, dos, trois, however you want to say it. It's the only languages I know. And we'll go into the bottom of the inning, still tied. Trent Grisham trying to change that. We'll dump that in front of Outman as moving all the way over to third base is Brenton Doyle with his super speed. And now runners on the corners threatening early. Adele Amador coming up to the plate. 0-1 count to him, trying to break this scoreless tie. And I believe he will fly out to right field. That's Nick Castellanos back there. If he has a big hit today, hide your kids, hide your wife, and check on your family members and loved ones. So far, silent from Castellanos, and the Rockies get on the board first. Mookie Betts had something to say about that, though. Bubic breezing through 3 innings, and the 4th inning starts with a big clang off of that foul pole. Mookie Betts goes 101 miles per hour off the bat, goes 386 right down the line, and clips the middle of that foul pole. Just a high arcing pitch, actually kind of towards the top of that foul pole. Hit and run is unsuccessful. Ohtani did not hit it, but Gavin Lux competed enough to get in there. Now Ohtani working with a runner in scoring position. Was badly fooled on that curveball. Not fooled on this curveball, however, as he dumps it into right center field. Grisham there to track it down, and the Dodgers now take the lead. They don't trail for long. About a batter or two they trailed for this one. But they get right back on the board as Ohtani picks up his first RBI of the season. I'm sure he bet the over for hits and RBI at 1.5 today. Castellanos did something good. Again, call your loved ones, check in on everybody as Castellanos pushes this lead up to 2 runs. It's 3-1 Dodgers, bullying the Rockies as a pretty rocky inning for Bubic. He's going to end graciously on a 6-4-3 double play. Bubic's out of the inning. 3 do come across the score. A double, a home run, and a single. But a twin killing gets him out of the 4th inning. Bottom 4, Paul Goldschmidt now up to the plate. He is going to go deep in the Colorado sky. Won't quite get out of here, but will one hop off the wall, and he is standing up easily at second base. Already seen this double swing by Paul Goldschmidt twice this season. And with the runner over at third base, a ground ball to shortstop will bring the runner home. So it's 3-2 Colorado. Still trails by 1, but Teoscar Hernandez does a job. Nothing comes of the rest of the inning, and top 5, Corey Jokes is going to get revenge on the strikeout and then puts this one deep into the outfield. One hops the wall on that spacious grass out there. Doyle and his arm able to prevent the runner from advancing to third. But they got runners on scoring position to start the inning. Brings up Dalton Rushing. Again, another guy who was a strikeout victim and again gets revenge. He's going to go deep into right field and off the very tippy top of that bullpen wall. You have to hit it very hard and very far to get it over there, and Dalton Rushing did just that. His first major league hit in RBI. They love this kid. This is probably a big reason they allowed Will Smith to walk. It's because they think they have the next Will Smith in Dalton Rushing. They just might, as the minor league factory of the Dodgers keeps going. This, I believe, is the end of Bubic's day as Chris Taylor able to dump one in. Actually, Bubic gets one more guy, and it's Freddie Freeman, and that's probably a bad idea. 6-2 now, and the first 3 innings were phenomenal for Bubic. 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, I believe, no runs, and then after the day flipped to the 4th inning, it was all downhill from there. It does not even get out of the 5th. You're going to bring in Ryan Weathers, try to stop this bleeding. And against Shohei Ohtani, he'll do just that. Fastball, generous call probably. The umpire feeling a little bit bad, but no worries on our end, as that is going to do it for the top of the 5th inning. All the way down in the 7th inning now, and with 2 runners on scoring position, Trent Grisham is going to swing out of his shoes on that one. And that's going to do it for this one. Ezekiel Tavarin is going to swing over the top of the circle, changed by Alex Vesia. And that was it. So the Rockies don't win their season opener, don't win their home opener in 2026, starting off on a sour note. Hopefully that can change itself. That tune hopefully will be a little bit better come May, come June, come all of that. We're still not done here, though, as that was just the beginning of the month. We have a bunch left to go through here today, but let's check out the box score on this one. Mookie Betts, obviously a home run. I think he's hit a home run every single time we've seen him. Four doubles by this Dodgers team, and an RBI by everybody who got one. It was a full team effort. Shohei was great. Bullpen untouchable. Paul Goldschmidt, our offensive MVP, just 4 runs on the day for us. He had 2 doubles. And Bubic, again, was pretty good until he wasn't. Sticky situation against the Chicago Cubs. The Dale Amador able to put an end to that inning as we're leading the Cubbies in the friendly confines 2-1 here late. The Dale Amador's going to start off the 9th inning with a double to start things off with 1 out. Set the table as he's batting 6th today. And see if the bottom lineup can help him out. Brenton Doyle can only be inside outed, and he won't be able to. So nobody scores here for the Rockies as the Cubs trail by 1. Cody Bellinger was the guy to put out the inning, and he will start off this inning. Justin Lawrence at closer, and Cody Bellinger was grateful for that as the ivy yet to grow in. Cody Bellinger ties this thing up in the 9th inning. Clutch home run by a guy with a pretty cool first name, I think. Bellinger. Chicago has really helped him reclaim his value. An MVP, Rookie of the Year, all that stuff. With the Dodgers had pretty bad back-to-back years, and now with Chicago is doing just fine. Spencer Torkelson, another guy, he strikes out, and now this brings up to the top of the 10th. Adbert Alzolay trying to keep Trent Grisham from tying this game up. He'll do just that. Very late on the sinker. That's going to be popped up to the catcher, and that will do it. So it is still 2-2, and Ian Happ, a chopper, a Caleb Thalbar, just can't field quickly enough. Probably Romo is better to go out and get that one, or McIver, who's ever catching today. And with 2-2 runners on the corners, a suicide squeeze, and Yoan Moncada wins it for the Cubbies. Torkelson scores, and just like that, the Rockies blow another one here in April. We have the Yankees here. Antonio Senzatella is working on a complete game shutout. Anthony Volpe is going to line out, and that will start off this inning. Senzatella was really, really good for us in 2025, surprisingly. Has $10 million owed this year, $10 million owed next year, and just kind of where we're thinking about him. If he can be very good for us again this year, we might be able to send him off, but I don't think people will want to take that $10 million for 2027. But again, if he's awesome and he's having a fantastic year, contender might want him. So he's a trade chip for us. Even if we're having a good year, I kind of just want to get away from Senzatella. You know, a guy that the previous regime had high hopes for. We did not. Again, we got rid of Kyle Freeland, kind of in the same thing. We could attach a prospect to get rid of Senzatella as well. 0-2 count on Aaron Judge, and Arson Judge, as John Heyman would say, strikes out, and Senzatella completes the complete game shutout against those poopy New York Yankees. Next up, Camilo Doval on the hill as Yanquiel Fernandez takes 98, and it is a game in San Francisco as we are trying to pick up a win against a division rival. And Yanquiel is going to put this one down into the corner, and this could score the run. And they're going to hold up the runner at third base, and they're going to play their chances with 2 on in scoring position, no out. Chris Bryant is going to fly this one to center field. Jung-Hoo Lee is going to be under it, and moving up both are the runners. Young Keel gets to third, and coming around the score is the runner from third base, and it's now tied up here in the ninth. Ezequiel Tovar with Young Keel on third base, and that is such a clutch hit and also such a clutch base running by Fernandez to get up to third base. If he does not get up there, that runner does not score, and you probably don't advance. As going in and stealing a base is Tovar with Nolan Jones, who came in later in this game. As you can see, batting eighth. He came in as a defensive replacement at some point. And Taylor Rogers is going to give up a base hit, and they're going to add on to this lead 4-2 Rockies up front against the Giants. Base is loaded. Luke Jackson in now, and another strikeout where the pitch hit the batter. Absolutely atrocious. Matt Moore is going to come in there for the save, and he's going to get it. As why was Justin Lawrence not out there? Well, we'll tell you in just a moment. Another game against the Giants is here we go. It is basically the same situation. Camilo Duvall trying to get redemption from the other night. He'll get Tovar to strike out. Brings up Zach Veen, the only hope here. With runner on second base, down by one here in the top of the ninth inning. Zach Veen is going to go chasing up high, a cutter at 100 miles per hour. Sometimes you just got to be determined. But guys who throw this hard, you're going to swing no matter where this ball is, because you're not going to catch up to it if you take your time. Right where you want them, down 0-2, and Duvall has 3 pitches to use here, all weapons, and he's going to go slider inside, and he is going to complete the save against the Rockies this time. So that was April 13 and 21. We started the season 0-8, and then ended up going on a nice 6-game winning streak, which kind of helped mitigate the damage here towards the end. But again, another month where it was not great. As we check on the lineups and who's doing what here in the beginning part of our season, Jones, Goldschmidt, and Tovar have been absolutely awesome. Yanquiel Fernandez is showing some more power, already near double-digit home runs. Veen inverse right-hander, so we're going to make that switch where, because Grisham has sucked. I mean, plain and simple, he's striking out too much. He isn't offering that leadoff prowess we thought he would. Defensively still good, so that's going to keep him in there. But against right-handers, we're going to give Zach Veen a shot, even though he hasn't been too terribly good either. We're going to make a switch at closer. Dre Jameson is going to be our new closer. I think he's been fantastic. Bubic has been getting touched up a bit, and Sixto Sanchez has been our best pitcher, surprisingly. You don't think that Sixto is going to be your best pitcher in any season. If he is, you're probably not having a great season. But that's kind of what our roster is looking like. And through April, how are you feeling about this team? Let me know here soon. But that is going to wrap it up here for me. I appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. We'll see you next time. May, right around the corner.